Alright, what is up, y'all? Today we're here with the week 3 of the PCP Pokemon Community Players Teambuilder in battle versus Nathan and the Arlington Aggrons. Now Nathan has a fucking threatening ass team, honestly, like for real. It's just like so many things that are deadly in their own way. But I think I built a pretty good team for it. He has Tapu Fini, Zapdos, Zygarde 50%, Mega Aggron, Entei, Ninetales Alola, Muck Alola, Sandslash Alola, Sceptile, Hitmonchan, and Haunter. So he obviously likes his Alolan forms. But Zygarde is a real piece of shit. it's terrible to battle against. Tapu Fini is also a bit of a threat. It's a very good defogger. Zapdos is also another really good defogger, and the electric resists on my team aren't exactly, or immunities on my team aren't exactly the best. Sceptile can put in work actually if it's unburdened. It can kind of do some stuff if I'm not prepared for it. So I gotta have some stuff. And yeah, but I think I built a pretty good team for it. To start off here, we have Kartana. Just when you look at his team and you look at Kartana, it kind of puts in some work. Even though it can't touch, with this set particularly, it can't touch a couple things on his team. I really just needed Leaf Blade and Sacred Sword to plow through everything, you know? And I have the Fightium Z, so it powers up Sacred Sword if I do need to. Obviously, Mega Aggron is crazy strong, or crazy defensive, so it's going to take a big ol' hit to kill it. So I have that just in case I need to break through that. It'll help with Zygarde if it gets a coil up or something. Entei is also another huge stop to Kartana. But if it comes in on rocks, I think if it comes in on rocks and takes a little bit of damage, then Fightium Z boosted Sacred Sword will kill, uninvested, and then I'll be at +1. So that'll be cool. I was gonna run Smart Strike for Ninetales, but Leaf Blade does like 90%. So yeah, we'll take our chances with that one. Sacred Sword will hit Muck and Sunslash Alola. Sceptile, if it's not running HP Fire, or if it's not special, basically can't touch us very much. Hitmonchan can Mach Punch us, but it's a Hitmonchan. And then Haunter, I don't really see him bringing Haunter, so we'll see. Now Electivire, like I mentioned earlier, my electric immunities aren't exactly the best. I have this in Dugtrio, and nobody's trying to switch in a Dugtrio on a possible Thunderbolt or HP Ice. You know, that's not cool. You can't do that to him. He has like 35 HP and like 2 special defense. It's not happening. So I went ahead and just slapped an Assault Vest on there just so I can have a decent switch into Zapdos, because with my team, it kind of just beats me. Like, I need something that I don't really give a shit if he goes for like Air Cutter or whatever. He can't Volt Switch or T-Bolt. He can U-turn on me, but I don't really care about that. I do have decent defense, even though it's minus defense nature. Wait, no, I have terrible defense actually. That's why it's minus defense nature. So U-turn will, it's U-turn. It's a Zapdos. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, I can pretty much switch in. Even if he has like HP Ground, it's not going to be doing that much because the Spadef is the one that's good on him. Haha, I know my team. Shut up. But we got Volt Switch, Ice Punch for Zygarde, and Zygarde, Zapdos, and just, you know, things that think they can switch on electric type attacks. Earthquake just to hit his steel types and Entei and whatnot, and then Wild Charge just for maximum damage on things that I don't have super effective moves for. Now Alomomola is a real piece of shit Pokemon, but I love it. Honestly, it's so good in draft format. You can just give it enough EVs to just do whatever you need it to do. So what I have here is a magic coating set. I have max HP just to maximize the amount, like the biggest wish possible will be passed into my Pokemon. And then we have Scald, you know, just classic, and Wish, again for wish stuff. Magic Coat so I can bounce back rocks. I don't actually have hazards on my team, so I'm super reliant on this to get up hazards because I couldn't really spare the move slot and I didn't want to bring Dougie. Like I said, it's just, you know, you don't want to swap him in on some shit like that. And I didn't want to bring him because I think even if I was banded and I trapped Aggron, I probably wasn't going to be able to kill him. You have to be at like 40% or something. But, and we have Ice Beam, and with 24 special attack, it does guarantee that I break Zygarde's sub like 99% of the time, which is dope. So then I put 100 in Spadef, which means that if it's, I believe the calc is if it's offensive Zapdos, I can live a Volt Switch. Not a T-Bolt, but he'll Volt Switch on this, you know. Yeah, I can't live a T-Bolt because Zapdos is actually pretty strong. But I can, and then I'm, after regenerating stuff, I'm not 2-hit KO'd by non-offensive Thunderbolt. So he can handle Zapdos a little bit. I probably won't leave him in on that, but he can if he absolutely has to, and I gotta get an Ice Beam off or something. But this is basically the whole point of this team is to not get set up on by Zygarde. Hopefully everything does its best to not let that thing get coils for free, or Dragon Dances, whatever. Which leads us to our next Pokemon, which is Sigilyph. This thing is amazing in the Draft League format. It's Focus Sash, Magic Guard, lives a hit no matter what, can Whirlwind you out. If he gets to plus fucking 6 with Zygarde, I don't care. I can Whirlwind it out, it'll be fine, I'll deal with it later. Ice Beam, just in case he doesn't have a sub up, I can just kill him, I will. Psychic for Stab, and then Heat Wave for his Alolan forms. Well, Ninetales and Sandslash. This thing didn't deal with Muck very well, but I have other stuff for that. I think it's gonna put in some work. And then Victini here. Victini is my what's it called? The franchise pick. So I feel like if he doesn't get a lot of kills, then I kind of wasted it. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that he gets as much work in as possible. So we have E-Belt, pretty much fully special fucking Victini. We got Thunderbolt for Tapu Fini, just in case that one wants to come. I was gonna run Thunder, but 77% from Victory Star is still a little too close for 70 for me. So I'm just gonna be safe about it and run T-Bolt. Glaciate for Zygarde, Zapdos even if I want to lower the speed and whatnot. Really nothing wants to switch in on a Glaciate plus whatever else I have. U-turn for momentum, and then Blue Flare just for best stab basically. Yeah, I don't know, if you're not running V-Create, you kind of have to run Blue Flare. That's just what Victini does. And yeah, I don't know, it puts in pretty good work against everything on his team. And then last, the whole team is kind of Volt turning around and having Alomomola wall his team. So Intimidate and Rapid Spin and Fake Out support are very necessary. One thing that I didn't realize, but this set is completely walled by his Ghost type, but I don't really see him bringing it, so it should be alright. Yeah, and I'm honestly a little scared about his team, but Nathan is actually my roommate, and I usually help him build, so I kind of know what he usually likes to do. But it's still going to be a interesting battle, to say the least. So with that, we will go ahead and jump right on in. So one quick thing, upon loading my team in for the battle, I actually had Focus Sash Wonder Skin, and that's going to play a bit of a part. So it's, just know that this is what happens, yeah. Right, so here we are with the battle. You can see he brought the Alolan Hail duo, Mega Aggron, Zapdos, fucking Zygarde, and Haunter. I did not think he was going to bring Haunter. Yeah, so I was a little taken aback. I could see some combination of these 5 with a couple other things. Like I thought Tapu Fini over Haunter, but Haunter, so fuck it, we'll jump right on in. He leads with Mega Hard-On, and I am in with Evire. And I realized as I clicked Evire that I meant to lead with Alomomola, so I had to hope he wouldn't, for rocks there. He doesn't, and I get my chance to get my rocks. So I go for Magic Coat, hoping, fucking praying, and he does go for rocks. So I get my rocks up, yay. Go for the Skull Burn, figured, that's going to be my best bet with an Alomomola, and I'm not really trying to switch in anything. But then he goes right to Zapdos, so that kind of makes me feel like Sandslash isn't going to be rapid spinning, this will probably be defogging. But I gotta get the fuck right on out of there because I'm not trying to take unnecessary damage. I do have a designated counter to this in Evire, and I think maybe I can Ice Punch it, but no, he makes a smart play and switches on out. So I do the same thing, and I Volt Switch right the fuck on out of there, and go right to Hitmontop, get the Intimidate off, and realize that I can spin his rocks away. But I forget about the Haunter. He spin blocks me, and I cannot fucking touch that thing. I usually run Sucker Punch, or at least Bullet Punch or something, but no, not this time. And he shows Fire Punch, so I think it probably should have been HP Fire, but it's Fire Punch for Kartana. This man has counter-teamed me, and I'm scared. So I'll go right back to Hitmontop, thinking I'm gonna get him this time. He'll know I can't, rapid spin, so he'll do something else. But no, he goes right back into Haunter and blocks my spin again, and I was like, okay, I see how it is. But you're taking hail damage, so fuck it. Right to Evire, who's Assault Vest. He goes for Dark Pulse on my Hitmontop. So I guess he's trying to flinch me down with the hail. I don't know. And he goes right to Mega Hard-On, and I Volt Switch right the fuck on out of there once again. Now I'm in with Kartana. I know he's in Sacred Sword range. Do it. Done. done. I didn't know if he'd switch hard to Haunter there, but Sacred Sword was, I feel like, the play. And now I feel like he maybe Scarf, and he goes for the Clear Smog, so I was like, kind of wondering what the fuck was going on there. But anyways, Haunter's kind of scary, you know? Looking at his team and looking at mine, it's kind of fucking scary. But I got Alomomola, which walls the dick off his whole team, so it's fine. Go to him on top. I decided for once and all I'm gonna get these rocks up. And then I realized I'll probably just go to Haunter again. The Veil is up, so I go ahead and switch out into Kartana. And I realize, hey, while I'm here, I can just defog everything away instead of trying to rapid spin. So that works. Aurora Veil is gone, and he goes for a sub. But what he doesn't know is that I'm prepared for this situation. I go right to Sigalith. Coils up. I don't care. If he would have 1,000 arrowed there, I probably would have been in trouble. But hey, whatever. Ice Beam break the sub, and he goes for Coil again. I guess not knowing that I would have Ice Beam or something. And yeah, he kind of just gets the fuck right on out of there and sacks the Zapdos. So 6-4. I'm doing great. Everything's going good. And I probably should have just Heat Waved there, but I didn't want it taking damage just in case Zygarde got out of hand again. So go right to Alomomola, walls everything, Wish up, I believe. Yeah. That's what you do with Alomomola. You just click Wish every time something is getting healed. And I go ahead and switch right on out to Victini, thinking he would go not Sandslash. But yeah, I actually, for some reason, outspeed him in the hail, and I get the kill. But I did have some defense investment, so I think I would have lived in Earthquake. And after the Aurora Veil, this doesn't actually kill Ninetales, but it does have decent SPDF, so I guess I can see that. And right there, I kind of wanted to get ballsy and go for Glaciate on the switch, but the 20% chance to burn was always nice too, so that would have been cool. But we don't get that. We Glaciate this motherfucker as he gets a sub up, and he's looking a little scary. But like I said, I have some defense investment. He still has to coil up. I still have Glaciate ×4 effective with Expert Belt, and he's looking low. He goes for 1,000 arrows. I live on 3, which is dope. Thank you, 40 defense investment. The real MVP. I figured he would just E-speed me there, but he goes for coil again. I don't know if he predicted me or if he just didn't have E-speed. I don't know. But fucking all-out pummeling was a guaranteed kill there, even though the Veil was up and he was at +2. And then he goes right back to Hunter, and I'm like, okay, this thing is fucking Scarf. He has Fire Punch. What the fuck is going on? I'm scared. Aurora Veil is gone, thank God. And yeah, I go for a Wish. I probably should have just Scalded there, honestly, but so he gets his Veil up, basically. Not for free, but because I get a full health Evire. But Moonblast does a decent amount. Wild Charge takes him out though. But now it's him with a Haunter against the world. And at this point, I'm not really sure if this thing is Scarf, but it outspeeds me there, so I was like, okay, maybe it was a speed type, whatever. And then I take hail damage, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We're pausing it right there. We're going back a turn. Hold on. Just watch it again. Just wait. Volt switch, right? Right to Siggy. And I take fucking hail damage, and I was like, oh shit. My Evire's weakened. Kartana can't take one. Sigalith can probably not take one. Victini can't take one. Hitmontop can take one and not be able to do anything back. And Alomomola is the only hope that I have. If he's Scarf Hunter, he outspeeds my entire team and kills everything with Shadow Ball. So he has the opportunity to reverse sweep me, and I will look like the biggest piece of shit this side of the Mississippi. Both sides of the Mississippi, frankly. So I get a little scared here. And you know, the sense of me kind of starts fading out, and I kind of just start clicking buttons. So I was like, okay, well maybe I can live one. Nope, crit. I don't know if the crit mattered, didn't calculate, was mad. Who cares? Go right to Alomomola, he Shadow Balls, and I immediately realized that I fucked up, because that does quite a bit. And Scald does burn him, thank God, but with the new mechanics of burn, he's only losing 6% every turn. So I Wish up and realized he has a pretty good chance to kill me with another Shadow Ball. So I gotta sack something. Sorry, Evire. I'm not trying to let Victini get another death, though. So Alomomola comes back in, I go for the Wish. Thank God I can live one, hopefully, if he doesn't crit me. And the Veil ends, which is helpful. And I live at 1, kill him with Scald. Thank fucking God. I was so scared. If I would have got reverse swept by a goddamn Choice Scarf Hunter, I would have quit Pokemon forever. Like, I would just, nope, going to Digimon from now on out. But we do take the win. And even fucking Nathan's like, what the fuck was that? But he didn't know how much work fucking Choice Scarf Hunter actually put in against my team. It was scary. That was fucking scary. But we do take the win, 4-0, 3-0, plus 12 differential if I'm not mistaken. But good game, Nathan. Sorry about the ending. You really almost fucked me right in the dick, and I was scared. Okay, that's what the fuck that was. So, lol. But, yeah, that's gonna just about do it for my Week 3 battle. We'll have the recap coming up here in a couple of days, so look out for that, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye forever.